first we want to, Ephraim, talk about the WNBA. Cheryl Miller, who's a little worked up about the new television contract that the NBA got and the share that it gave the WNBA out of all of the, what was it, $76 million over 11 years?
76 billion.
A billion, I'm sorry, over 11 years, Rob G. And tell us the amount of money the WNBA got out of that.
So on the current media rights deal, the WNBA receives $60 million a season from the NBA because, again, they are subsidized by the NBA. With this new television contract kicking in starting after this next season, that number is being raised over 300%. They're going to be receiving $200 million a year for a total of $2.2 billion.
Oh, that's nice. Snores. But yeah, man. Shit. 200 million now? They nice. I mean, damn, that's crazy. Let me that's bogus though. Damn. My fault. That's nice for them. But that's kind of bogus though, cause you got one person. You got one person in the NBA that's making 200. Not just one of the I'm just saying excuse me. Let me correct myself. You got multiple people making 200 million in a wow. That's just the comparison, but man, that's crazy.
Problem is, the WNBA Players Association president and now Cheryl Miller are unhappy about the massive raise. Take a listen.
Reporting about a $2.2 billion media rights deal out there.
There's rumor of it?
Reporting about the next media rights deal.
Then if I'm not great with numbers, low ball.
Why do you say that?
That's a low ball. You're saying how much?
2.2 billion over 11
Not
years.
enough. Not even close. Now, I'm not trying.
He tried to put the emphasis on it. 2.2 billion, and she still hit him with that's a low blow.
Played it a whole lot, but a 2's nice, an 8 would be better. That's what I'm talking about, because they know. And we certainly have come a long way. And I'm not about gouging.
Now, 200 to 400, because if they would have gave them 8 billion. Matter of fact, hold on, let me get my numbers right. Because that would have been 600 million. She's 600 million, excuse me. So she wants 600 million a year. So that's what she wants. She wants 600 million a year. You gotta have the eyes and the talent, sweetheart, to have that and want that, to be honest, because you gotta put asses in them seats or you're gonna lose money. You're gonna have a big ass arena or a little ass arena or just an arena as itself with no seats, with no asses in the seats. Who gonna pay for this popcorn? Who gonna pay for this beer? These hot dogs? These glizzies? Who gonna pay for this? She ain't understanding that, the business part. She don't.
But it's a long time overdue, and we're going to continue to get better and better. All you have to do is look at college basketball and what's coming next, the next wave of excitement. And you have this now, and pretty soon we're going to add another gold medal. So women's basketball is in a great place right now.
No money, no currency.
Cheryl Miller, is this on? Stop it! Cheryl Miller, I get it. You had the microphone, somebody asked you a question, so you decided. But what Cheryl Miller doesn't understand, that before this year, and Caitlin Clark, the W in WNBA stood for welfare, okay? That's what it stood for, Ephraim. And for years, for 29 years.
Now, what also made me watch this also, too, because I came across some saying Rob Parker was getting a little flack for this, a little heat for saying whatever he said on this again. So far, I ain't hear nothing. Well, there you go. So far, I ain't heard nothing. Disrespectful.
They've been taking the 160-ounce box of Frosted Flakes with no sugar on it and the government cheese from the NBA as this league lost money. Hand over fist. It
Right.
lost money.
Facts.
And now all of a sudden, a
Right.
300% increase ain't good enough. Cheryl Miller, stop it. I got news for you. Caitlin Clark is the Harlem Globetrotters. When she goes and plays, they show up and the numbers are there. They still getting 5,000 and 6,000 at these other games where Caitlin Clark is nowhere to be seen. They still aren't watching those games. So before you get big and bad and tell us how great it is, even this year with Caitlin Clark, these aren't Robopedia numbers. These are from the Washington Post. The WNBA, the Welfare NBA, as I'll call it, is scheduled to lose $50 million this year. So, Cheryl, you want...
This is a joke. That's a joke. Motherfucker can't handle no joke. Come on out, women. Y'all can't handle no joke. That's a joke. The welfare. Who on welfare in most of the cases? Women. So what the... Come on now. So that's a little jokey joke. Oh.
You want $8 billion? Pay back all the money the last 29 years that the NBA put in. If this was a real business, Ephraim, this league would have been out of business 25 years ago, okay? If it was a real business.
Well, and look, I'm not going to go so far as to disrespect the WNBA
Shut up.
calling the W welfare, okay? I'm not going to be that guy. I'm married. I got a wife at home, a woman at home.
Okay.
But I will say this.
Get welfare
I think it's
from
tremendous.
you.
I think the opportunity to increase player salaries for the women of the WNBA
Get welfare from you.
is amazing. Most of the women who star in the WNBA in the offseason go play overseas so they can subsidize their...
Boy, your wife get welfare from you. Is you slow? He must be slow. Too fast, nigga. He go.
A la the whole Brittany Griner situation where, she got in trouble and imprisoned in Russia because she was going over to play because that was her other team.
That's the only way she can make
She
money.
played,
Right.
exactly. So I get that.
Gotta
This
make the
increase in the $2.2 billion,
Yeah,
I think, at a 300% increase than what it was, I think is tremendous. You're absolutely right. Since 97, the WNBA has been losing $10 million a year.
While Mazda is known for artful design, we also have more 2024 IIHS
A year that the NBA has subsidized. This year it's going to be $50 million, and some may be asking, well, how is that possible when viewership and numbers are up? It's because they now have chartered flights.
Right, their
Right?
expenses have gone up.
So
Yeah, they
each
crying
team,
for
I
them.
believe the chartered flights are about roughly
Yeah, they were crying for them charter flights. They were jealous. They was jealous. The Caitlin Clark got the little charter flight, whatnot. Private little thing. Now they want a little private little thing. No. Y'all can't get the same thing. Y'all ain't pushing the same weight. Where we gonna get this money from? Now, I don't even know how they produce. Oh, they got it from the NBA. NBA got to break them off so they can get their little chop. They need to be coming over there cheerleading or something for the WNBA. I mean, the NBA or something. What y'all talking about? Y'all old.
$25 million to charter all these flights or something like that.
That's because the stock for Southwest went down now that the WNBA's not on it anymore.
And so business is business. Emotions are emotions, but numbers don't lie. And that's the thing, right? So when you're dealing with business and you're dealing with revenue and profit sharing and all of those things, those numbers are pretty precise. Now, having an increase of $2.2 billion over the next 11 years, I think is tremendous. Having a $200 million boost every year for the WNBA, I think is tremendous. I think it's tremendous strides. What I would say to Cheryl Miller, who was a GOAT, all right, an all-time great. I remember when Cheryl was younger.
Not when it comes to math numbers.
She said she's not good with numbers.
Right.
She said that.
And thank you for saying it.
But that's what she said. That's her. But I mean, I remember this was the first conversation where they were like, "Man, this woman who can play in the NBA," and it was her. And so I respect her game and her knowledge of the game, and it was awesome watching her coach in the All-Star game. But the reality of the situation is,
she gonna play in no NBA. She gonna play in no NBA. I'm sorry, sir. Maya, she been cold. I was there. I was around. But she gonna play. She gonna play with no NBA guys. Get bounced around that motherfucker. The only thing she's gonna be bouncing his ass. That's it. She ain't gonna be able to bounce no ball, nothing. Bounce his ass, too. There's about it on that floor with some men, some NBA men. I don't know what he's talking about.
we have the WNBA has not been profitable at all ever. And in order to get that 2 to an 8, you have to be profitable. Now, I agree with what she's saying. We're at all-time high in women's basketball, women's sports in general. The new crop of kids, the Jujus in college, and all of that, it's coming, right? It's coming. It's not here yet.
I get that, but it still doesn't translate. And I've said this forever. Until women start going to WNBA games.
Well, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Okay, you don't need the men. You don't even need the men. Women take their kids, their husband, their.
Yeah, you don't need the men if the women would actually participate in watching other women play basketball. They wouldn't need the men at all, but, push can let them tell it they don't need it. Let them tell it.
Friends to WNBA games, you sell out, you watch the games. The bottom line, business, okay? If you got the numbers, business will say, what? Oh, they're watching. Oh, the building is sold out. Oh, the tickets are season tickets got snapped up in 3 hours.
Yep.
Dude, it's business.
It happened in Indiana, but that's the only place it happened.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to say. You're looking at what Caitlin Clark has done, and you're trying to act like it's over the entire league. It's not.
It's not.
It's still
but that's
not.
the perception of it.
Right.
Right? Because we see her play more than anybody else. We talk about her more than anybody else. So the perception is, oh, this league
is hot. Oh, my God.
It's
right.
blowing up. It's booming. That's not necessarily the case. She is a tremendous talent. I think what her, Angel Reese, is doing, them being in the All-Star game together, playing together, I think it's the awesome next correct steps for building this brand into something that is profitable, something that is going to grow in the near future and keep going, something that's driving young girls to play and want to be great. I think all of those are right. But to skip, so you not only want a 300 increase in revenue isn't good, and of money isn't good enough. You want like a 1,200.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see and feel. Keep It Quilted because...
Yeah, that's just about it, though, man. I ain't really hear nothing Rob Parker said nothing disrespectful. It was all the jokey jokes. And he said facts actually within the joke, so I don't know. But it was a good take, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. It's your boy, Michael Valley. Y'all know what to do. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that like. All that's right there free. Y'all rock with your boy. It's me, Michael Valley.